we were just talking to Josh and Mike the past couple of days about Jalen Phillips and just him starting to stack a couple games and just the motor that he showed last Sunday. What have you seen start to click from him in recent weeks?
It's a day-to-day thing with him. Him and the rest of the players, the OLBs, is we strive for daily improvement, daily excellence, and if we just keep focusing on those two things, then everything will be all right. So, just kind of taking it day by day with him, and taking it day by day with the other guys, just trying to focus on, what we got at task. So today's third down day.
As a pass rusher for him, when you don't see the early sacks, and maybe the pressures and hits, what is your message to somebody that's in that position?
Oh, just keep working. I mean, that's the great thing about it is that early in the year, you saw a ton of pressures, and he was like, what I was hearing, I guess he was like top in the NFL in pressure rates and all this other stuff, and I'm like, and then all of a sudden, you start to get a couple sacks. I mean, it's really just keep your head down, keep working, and don't control the controllables. And what you can do is you can have a great get off, you can have a plan, you can execute the rush plan, and the quarterback may get the ball out, or quarterback may get there before he does.
What is just sticking with Jalen? What's the hardest thing for a pass rusher and edge rusher to accomplish in year two? I guess as offenses start to figure out, okay, he's got this move and this counter. What's difficult? What kind of challenges do you face as a sophomore here?
I would say you just keep developing. I mean, most of the time you get these guys from college, and they're just raw with their pass rush and their ability just to get off the ball. Like get off is elite, and then those guys just typically like bowling balls, just run into guys and shed, and all of a sudden make a play, or the offense messes it up somehow and messes up the protection. Just growing and developing your pass rush skills, your speed to power, your stab club, whatever it may be, just growing those and developing those, and then feeling really confident with it. I mean, look at a guy like Rob Quinn. Rob Quinn does a touch and go pretty much all the time, and then once they start to feel it, catch up on him with that, then he switches it up with something else. So the same thing with Jalen is like, here's what we're gonna do, here's what you feel confident with. All right, let's also develop these other things as well.
Sounds like chess.
Yeah, it is chess. It's just kind of the same thing as calling a game. Like. We're trying to get the perfect call. They're trying to get the perfect call. Shoot, we may have a perfect call for them, and all of a sudden it's a big run. It's a play over our head, whatever it may be.
Coach Mike is a guy who his stock seems to be rising, and he pops a little bit more each week. What is he doing well against the pass? What is he doing well against the run?
Yeah, Gink's been great. I mean, that's what I was telling you guys before is during OTAs and during training camp, he was ascending, he was getting better and all this, and then all of a sudden, then he had surgery, and then you feel heart breaks for a guy like that. So for him to get out here and get healthy and being out there and helping us, in different roles it's a tribute to him, to his work ethic. Originally, when we first started rolling in OTAs and then going into training camp, and then now him, getting back ready to go playing football and being locked in a meeting. So it's exciting.
What was that process like the past several weeks, actually almost 2 months, of getting him back from when he had that procedure?
It really goes back to there's a lot of different intricate details to it, but the easiest way that I can sum that up is daily improvement, daily excellence. And that's something that we strive to do, and we get it done, and we get the outcome we want.
Coach, on I think Monday, McDaniel had mentioned Jalen and Van Ginkel's effort on the last couple of drives there, and I was just curious, is that purely an inherent trait? Can you coach it? And if you can, how do you coach effort?
Here from the Miami Dolphins, starting with Coach Mike to Coach Josh and to everybody on the staff on defense and offense, we coach strain. To strain and really push yourself to as far as you can, and then as soon as you think that's as far as you can go, try and go a little bit more. And then you kind of build that up, and it starts with practice. The way that we practice, and those guys from our first OTA practice with Coach Mike, he wants everybody running the ball. He wants us to run with our hair on fire. But I would say one of the best things about it is that when you got a guy that's prepared his tail off by practicing hard and then also knowing what to do. I mean, you can't run as fast as you can if you don't know where you're going. And so you look at a guy like Gink and JP making those splash plays. They knew where they needed to go, and they ran full tilt all the way to the whistle. So
on that note, Duke Riley was telling me after the game in the locker room that Jalen's work ethic's crazy. Like he's here very early to get to work. On those moments, is that where that kind of comes to fruition? Do you guys notice how much work he puts in prior to whatever you guys are doing?
Yeah, I mean, I think you notice as a coach, because you always want to make sure these players are doing everything. You don't like a guy that's before he shows up in the the building 2 minutes before the meeting starts, because you never know what can happen. So, we're always trying to strive for those guys to trying to be the best that they can be, and their best is all we need. And so, Jalen, Gank, Mel, Cam Good, all those guys, just doing what they can to prepare themselves to play. So, it's a tribute to not just Jalen, but everybody for, the work that they put in preparation so they can play fast and run to the ball with their hair on fire and make plays and help us out as a team.
There was a play, maybe in the fourth quarter where Melvin Ingram is covering a slot receiver. And I'm wondering, did they catch you guys in something? And if they did, what is your reaction? Are you kind of holding on?
Melvin covering a slot receiver in the fourth quarter?
I think it might have been earlier than that.
What was the outcome of the play?
I'd have to go back to my all 22, and they didn't pass to the guy that was. I think it was a pass to the outside receiver.
Was that the sprint out?
I'd have to.
Because that was a single receiver side over there.
No, it was a slot receiver.
We didn't have one in the game. I can't recall. And I have a really good memory too. That's what I'm trying to.
Okay,
I take pride. I take pride in that.
Okay, I'll check. I'll get back to you next.
Yeah. What was the question about that?
But I was wondering if they caught you in something, or if so, what is your when you see that alignment? What is your reaction?
My reaction is that he's prepared to get the job done, and so everybody on the field, no matter what situation is, no matter what versus whatever personnel, we try to strive as staff to make sure that we rep those things in practice. And when the guys are out there, whatever 11 guys are out there, we have full confidence in that they're going to get the job done at the highest level. So my reaction was, let's go play ball. But I got to find that play because that's going to bug me now.
Okay,
You got to get. That's going to bug me.